But when this was conceived, there were really three things that I thought about, and I thought I'd want to talk to you about them today. Number one was to rally the Indiana Republican Party towards 2018 elections. Mission accomplished. We need to build momentum and keep our eye on the grand prize, which is to make sure that our statewides, Tara Klutz, Connie Lawson, Kelly Mitchell get elected next year. And we have to beat Democrat Joe Donnelly. So I'm confident we're going to leave this weekend all on the same page heading towards that trail. The second thing, which I think has also been accomplished, is I wanted to give each of the Senate campaigns a chance to stretch their legs, start working on their messaging, start working on their organizing. And I say again, as I've watched all 6 of them over this weekend, mission accomplished. It's important to get to know them, to understand who they are, because my object number 3 was to really give Republicans and our core grassroots supporters a chance to focus on what is really important in this upcoming election. One of these individuals that you're going to hear from today is going to be our nominee. Make no mistake, these are the folks running. One of them is going to win. And let's be very clear. I've seen Joe Donnelly's numbers. He's 40-40 against a generic Republican ballot. Any of them can win, and we need to make sure that our focus continues to be that all of them can beat Joe Donnelly and that we will beat Joe Donnelly. Because the other thing that I want you all as our grassroots supporters to think about as you leave here this weekend is that 2018 is also bigger than any of these 6 folks you're going to hear from in a few minutes. You know, Senator Young yesterday, for those of you who heard him, said Indiana is a firewall for the U.S. Senate in 2018. That's being talked about across the country. Understand, we are the focus. The RNC is already here on the ground because we are a seat that can help Republicans hold the U.S. Senate in 2018. And so this election becomes a lot more than any of these 6 candidates. It's about the heart and soul of America. How are we going to be as a country? Are we going to revert back to the liberal policies of the Obama agenda? Are we going to listen to Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi? Or are we going to keep helping President Trump and Vice President Pence make America great again? So we have to put that first. We have to put America, the future of this country, first. We cannot get lost in that. So listen, here's what I'd ask you to do. Love your candidate. Cheer for him crazily today. Go out and knock on doors, make phone calls with all the passion that you have in your heart to make sure that the person you want to win this primary wins. Do everything that you can. But I'd also ask you that once that election is over, start today. Start wrapping your head around and listen to all 6 of these candidates, because it's critical that once that primary is over, that you exert that same passion, that same drive, that same fortitude to make sure that we win this seat and beat Democrat Joe Donnelly. So I ask you, please think about it. I'm not asking you for a pledge today, but I ask you to keep that in mind as we go through this primary. Love your candidate, help them, get passionate about them, but don't lose focus, because at the end of the day, there is one focus: keep the Senate, keep America moving forward, reform taxes, defeat Obamacare, do the things that the President and Vice President have committed to do, and make sure that our Republicans can lead this country into the future. Thank you guys very much for that.